to the spotlight, yeah, I mean, all up in the spotlight, yeah, I mean, never got a ring, though, yeah, I mean, still Hall of Fame, though, yeah, I mean, you gotta respect that, yeah, I mean, I ain't gotta stress that, yeah, I mean, if you talking about a list that I'm looking top 3, give a about a league, ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like, if you try, then I'm trying to get the cake. You try to capitalize, but I'm trying to cap the face. Switch pace if the fakes try to hate. Snakes are shaped like the food that they ate. And can't shake off the dirt from the day. The derby don't wait if the herd in the way. It's harder to say that you learn from mistakes the minute that. Different days, still the same chase. Little bit of grit with a little bit of grace. Tell me what it takes to uplift a whole team. Cause you could be shallow even if you roll deep. Couldn't even fathom, but I guess we gon' see how you went from having cold feet to plat and gold teeth. This for all my OCs and my tell me we gon' like it's 03. Pull up to the spotlight, yeah, I mean, all up in the spotlight, yeah, I mean, never got a ring though.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone.
Nba2k Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The John Hancock Tower rising above the bustling city of Boston and its tree-lined streets. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Red Bear, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Well, Kyle Lowry is still getting it done. He said getting older, more mature, the game slows down. You know the situations you're going to be in, and as a point guard, you learn how to control the game a lot better. And he's still one of the best to do it at both ends of the floor. Kevin?
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And for the Celtics, outside the wings are Brown and Tatum. Rob Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Smart in at the point. Now here is Lowry. Adebayo at the elbow. Another shot. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Tatum. Some solid defense from Butler. To the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
It's Williams high post. Here's Tatum. Williams trying to break free. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here is Robinson. Butler passes to Adebayo. Over Williams. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. The guy is a hard worker.
He'd have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lowry kicks to Butler. Smart against Lowry. Back to Butler from downtown. And Boston with the rebound. And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off. comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire.
Outside Butler. Wants to get it to Adebayo and up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Butler. And it's sent back by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
Adebayo, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adebayo's got 8 points. Boston trailing. Smart deciding where to go with it. The pass to Brown. Here he goes. Bucket is good.
Off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Lowry kicks to Butler. Back to Lowry. To the paint. And finished off by Robinson.
And really advanced as a playmaker. Lowry makes such strong reads off that pick and roll.
To the wing on the left. The kick out to Brown. The three from Tatum. They grab their own miss. Williams finds Tatum. Outside, Smart. Now here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 7 points in the game.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
Butler dishes to Lowry. Over Smart. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Butler. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
Now here's Butler. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Robinson against Brown. Right side, Butler. Now the feed to Tucker. A good finish at the rack off the split feed.
Well, that's how you execute a pick and roll. Jimmy Butler just toying with the defense and waiting for the opening.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Derek White's checked in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Here's Pritchard. Here's Tice. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Hero. Takes it from 10. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Adebayo. Pritchard gets the bucket. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Oladipo for three. And they get it back. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The Heat trail by three. Strus passes to Oladipo. And taken away by Brown. Floats it up for Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And Kyle Lowry, always one of the league's leaders in charges drawn, he sheds light on the significance of that play.
It's a real life momentum shift. You know, it really boosts myself, my team, and it really takes a lot from the other guys because they think they have a play, a dunk, a pass, an assist or something, and it's like, no, that's not there. And it's a foul on the other guy, maybe the star player, maybe the shot blocker, and maybe anybody. And that's what I do. I do whatever it takes to help my team win.
And for Lowry, all of 6 feet tall to absorb those collisions, sacrificing his body, it shows what he's all about.
And like he said, whatever it takes to win. That hit. Bull mentality, and he's got the strength to weather the physicality.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take generated so far a scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
I also like on the offensive end how they're working to get the ball into the paint, into the teeth of the defense. They've created a lot of high percentage shots so far.
Oladipo, the pass to Hero. Back to Oladipo. Hero with it. Adebayo, high post. And stolen by White. Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. Then there's Brown. Then there's Derek White. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. The Heat trail by 5.
And you look at the size of Bam Adebayo. Rare to see someone so big be so fluid with the ball.
And how much GA does that ability unlock what this team can do offensively around Bam? The DHOs or dribbling up from the post to make plays or involving him at the top of the key to find backdoor cutters. That's a lot of extra action for teams not to be able to prepare for because of Bam's skill.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Nice roll by Adebayo, just having himself ready to receive that pass.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Tice. The kick out to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Man, some good defense from Oladipo to take that one away, eat up all that airspace. That's what he does.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The Heat trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Down low, Strus. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Back to Brown, puts it up, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Brown's got 14 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And for Tice, he gets it there. It's up a 3, and it's Brown missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Hero. Now they say great offense beats great defense, Brent. That never seemed truer than in today's NBA.
Well, there's a much stronger connection between a team's offensive rating and their win percentage. And what's been incredible, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, that we have seen historic offenses. I mean, 2 years ago, the Dallas Mavericks had the best offense the league had ever seen. And last year, 5 teams were better than that Mavs team 2 years ago. So the analytics and the 3-ball, those have certainly changed the way that teams are attacking and scoring the basketball, the type of efficiency and impact they have in the past couple seasons.
For the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Horford comes in for Williams. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Pritchard. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Lowry finds Adebayo. Back to Lowry. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Adebayo throws it down.
A big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
The Celtics with the lead. White looking around. Outside Tatum. Count that one.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can get back there. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
Great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Fades away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Williams can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Shooting one.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Jimmy's an interesting personality on the team. So between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, that can be a delicate balance.
Here's White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Robinson. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
And the first one drops. And the Heat making a change here. Heroes check in. And both free throws good for White.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Robinson passes to Hero. Butler against Tatum. Butler goes in. He shoots again. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Robinson against Tatum. A floater, Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Well, his versatility makes you consider Al Horford as one of the game's best bigs. Finish through contact like he does there.
And Tucker kicks to Hero. Over Horford. Again, the miss by...
To stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Celtics passing it around. And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Boston foul. Marcus.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate. He leads by example and always vocal.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, but his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Derek White. And so Tatum nails them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. High arcing shot. And here's Brown outside. Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the layup falls.
Jimmy
Butler's got 7 points.
Well, Jimmy Butler can score on all 3 levels, inside, outside, and from distance.
Tatum drives in. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
With 1 on the clock, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
And Brown just using his big body well on defense. A physical player who does a great job of bothering shooters.
And so we conclude the first half. Boston on top. They lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, is the pace where you want it so far?
The pace, yeah, right now. It's early, you know, so we know we're a veteran team here at home. There'll be several runs in this game.
To that pace, I know. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He had 14 points and 1 steal. It's been quite a night so far for him. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was drawing up the second half. Keep working into the post, and you got to win that physical battle.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Celtics leading by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. And Robinson on the wing, he's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. The Heat trail by 8. And here's Lowry. Feeds it to Butler. And it's sent back by Horford. There's the pass to Smart. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
What an athletic move by Tatum, going up like nothing could stop him.
Lowry against Smart. It's blocked. They recover it. Tucker the pass to Butler. Now Adebayo. He's covered by Brown. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Tatum drives in. Rebound by the Heat.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Here's Williams, and he drives in, and the slam by Williams.
You know that 7'5" wingspan, the great hops, that's been there. But Williams' ability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself, that's something new.
Robinson for 3. Here's Tucker, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right. And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. And it's Pritchard in for Jason Tatum. Pritchard passes to Williams. And another shot. The kick out to Brown. Over in the corner, Williams. Beyond the arc. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Williams. Brown's got 17 now.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Strus.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Stolen by Smart. Brown dishes to Smart. Williams for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Oladipo taking his time here.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Tice finds Brown. Lays it up off the glass. to 13 now for Boston.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Oladipo with the ball.
Boston.
He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. White is checked in for the Celtics. And Miami with a change here, too. Heroes checked in.
Heat substitution.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Strus. He's covered by Brown. He had a nice open look right there. He has 7.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Celtics leading by 10. Inside. Here's Tice. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Tice has got his second bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Boston foul. Grant.
Jimmy Butler is checked in for the Heat.
His first personal foul. Second team foul. In for the Heat, Jimmy Butler.
There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd. And it's sent back by White. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. We've got 1:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Martin, the pass to Adebayo. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Adebayo's got 16.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
To the middle. Here's Tice. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th grade in the 2019 draft, and he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of this team since his arrival.
Williams passes to Tatum. Williams kicks to White. Shakes him. And the layup good by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And stolen by Horford. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way and finished off by Brown.
Oh, great anticipation from Horford on D there. Gets ahead of the ball there for the steal and initiates the fast break.
Butler passes to Tucker. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Heat trail by 14. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's White in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Butler up top. And stolen by Horford. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. He feeds it to Horford. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Heat shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Oladipo. Good work there as it goes. Oladipo's got his first points in this one.
Such a good score on the inside, finding just a bit of space, and then Oladipo confident to knock that one in.
And the dunk by Tatum.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 14-point game. And stolen by Horford. White up top. Guarded by Robinson. Horford. The offensive rebound. And White kicks to Horford. Good on the triple. And the Celtics lead by 17. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And protecting the rim has been another huge calling card in this game. Their blocked shots have had a big impact in this one.
Williams finds White. And here is Williams. Guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Tucker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. Smart's checked in for Brown. Kyle Lowry's checked in for the Heat. The Heat trail by 15. Pass to Hero. Butler kicks to Lowry. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's sent back by Horford. Passes it to Hero. Over Horford. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Boston leading by 15. Here's Tatum. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And Coach was talking about the muscle Tatum's packed onto his frame. He said now he has the power of a power forward. We saw it on display right there.
Here's Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he makes the first. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Tyler Hero.
2 shots.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Heat ball.
The Heat trail by 15. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Smart. And White slams it in.
Unselfish play by Tatum. Getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The first one falls.
For the Heat, Kyle Lowry taking 2 shots.
And so Lowry nails both of them. Celtics leading by 15. And White kicks to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. And there's the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Present our New Balance player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
All right, thank you, David. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat, trailing by 13. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game. That 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Back to Butler. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Shoots from 12. The rejection by Tatum. White drives in. That's good from Williams. The assist by White. And the Celtics lead by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone. And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display
for Jason Tatum.
You guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
On the floor. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Vincent. Back to Martin.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Heat.
And that one falls for Martin.
The line for 2.
And so Martin nails both of them. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. Boston leading by 15. Outside Williams. Pass to Pritchard. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Floats it up for Adebayo. An emphatic LU jam.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Pritchard. A 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
At the line for the
first one falls for Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Pritchard. From outside, off the mark. And the pass to Lowry. Here's Vincent. It's deflected. And they'll get another chance. Lowry from outside. They get it back. Outside for Martin. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Marcus. It is obvious you never mind sacrificing your body to make the big play. How do you lay it on the line physically?
Just really, influence my teammates. I lead by example. They see the energy I bring, and I just hope it rubs off on those guys.
It certainly did tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
And we're watching two highly disciplined defenses. Grant, when you look at the teams that aren't in that category, where do they usually fall short?
Well, BA, I call it the 3 C's: commitment, comprehension, and communication. All 3 are needed to defend at the highest level. Now, if you're missing one, it degrades the others.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the 1.
Love to see Jimmy get aggressive on the slam, blitzing his way to the rim.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Miami. 4-3. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Smart.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Lowry against Smart. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. Back to Lowry. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Tough-minded individual. Lowry answers back with his own 3 on the other end.
Smart passes to Brown. Back to Smart. Pass to Brown. Williams on the wing. Williams on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. And the baseline jumper, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance. You have to be impressed by Bam Adebayo's playmaking. BA, he has great vision for a big man, and he helps this team as another initiator.
And Coach Steve Kerr of the Warriors, he said Adebayo reminds him of Draymond Green.
The reason why, BA, they both are elite ball handlers at the 4 position. They both anchor the defense on their team. Bam Adebayo's definitely on his way.
And you know, Grant, Bam Adebayo expanding his offensive game. He's got a legitimate shot. He's a legitimate threat from mid-range now.
I mean, Adebayo, he takes a lot of shots from mid-range. He does a good amount of damage with his shot. You figure it's just a matter of time before those become 3-point attempts.
Boston with the ball. 4-point game. Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Butler. And finished off by Adebayo.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
Outside Tatum. He takes it in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
During his rookie year, Jason Tatum battled LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tatum's been an impact from the moment he joined the league.
And so Tatum nails both of them. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Lowry against Smart. Pass to Tucker. Nice D from Horford.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Back to Williams. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. It's all knotted up.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Robinson on the wing. Pass to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. And it's all from 3-point range. Here are the Celtics with the ball. To the right side. Tatum with it. Out to Horford. Smart with the ball. Offensive rebound. Williams passes to Tatum. Horford outside. Here's Brown. That one a little long. Miami has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Now here's Butler. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
You know, it's easy to see why Kyle Lowry has racked up so many All-Star selections over his career. His leadership on the floor and his willingness to fight for every play is truly exceptional.
Outside White. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. I feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
Brown against Hero. Outside, Brown. And the jam by Brown.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Tice. Outside, Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 9 points. There's a minute 17 left in the opening quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's the floater for 3, Oladipo. The Celtics with the lead. And it's Brown off the drive. And Brown with the stuff.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
The Heat have gone 3 of 8 to get things underway. Oladipo outside on the take. Second chance shot. Adebayo. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 6. Tries yet again. Hero, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And Brown with the stuff.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Lowry. The Celtics making their last shot. Here's Adebayo. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break Miami. And Lowry with the bucket on the assist from Oladipo. 6 points for him.
You know, whether he's running the fast break or finishing it, Kyle Lowry is a handful in the open court.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Boston's shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Strus in at the 2 spot. White against Hero. Driving inside. And he dunks it down.
This is what separates Tyler Hero from other shooters. He can get up and dunk it.
Here's White. Pass to Williams. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
To the middle. Here's Martin. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Tice. And it's Jason Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. Tucker's checked in for Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Martin. And Miami has possession. Trailing by 8. Here's Strus. He's guarded by White. Hero for 3. On target from range. Hero's got 5. Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 7.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Celtics foul.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Pritchard. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami.
Heat substitution.
On defense, the Celtics. Leading by 5. Here's Strus. Off target from outside. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Drops in the layup for 2.
With the skills of a guard, Tatum has the size of a power forward. It makes him so tough to stop inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that.
Jimmy Butler, one of the great two-way wings we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
Robinson finds some space. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Smart passes to Horford. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
Here's White. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 5. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the Heat turned all the way up in this first half.
We've also seen them do a great job of protecting the paint. You see that in their block shots total.
Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Into the lane. Soft touch off the glass. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Heat have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Knocks it loose. It's a one-on-one situation. Robinson with it. Now guarded by White. Here's Butler. Softly drops in the floater. Butler's got 6.
It's important for Jimmy Butler to knock down the floater. Guys are playing up against him. You drive it, you don't want to get all the way, shoot the floater.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
His first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Marcus Smart. At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Boston. Tice is checked in for Horford. And it's Brown in for White. And so Smart nails them both. The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Pass to Adebayo. Boston with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And finished off by Tatum.
Give Tatum credit. Getting ideal positioning inside and hammering it down with power.
Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Hammers the lob through.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Here's Tatum. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Martin. Now here's Robinson. And here's Butler. Tice defending. Butler passes to Robinson. Right side, Butler. Here's Martin. 5 on the clock. From the right block, Tice grabs the miss. The Celtics with the lead. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Good drive by Tatum. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Taking it strong. Tatum forcing his way to the line. Playing aggressive.
At the line for your Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Tice. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. Oladipo's checked in for Miami. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Butler passes to Adebayo. Tipped. And they get it back. Tries again. Now the Celtics on the move. And finished off by Tatum.
That's good hustle. Tatum beating several guys up the floor, putting himself in a position to contribute.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Celtics up 11. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 11. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Up. You got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We've got Nesmith. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Williams in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Knocks down the triple.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And the Heat shooting about 43% on this one. It's Lowry with a drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Lowry's got 8.
And the attacking mentality of Kyle Lowry, tearing his way to the rim with ease.
Out left to the wing. Pritchard. No good with the triple. Outside Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
And known for his fashion sense as well. Tucker especially proud of his shoe collection.
I mean, Tucker brought 100 pair of sneakers to the bubble in Orlando. He has around 5,000 pairs overall. He even unveiled a sneaker loft because he had shoes all over his house.
Pass to Butler. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And Tucker gets it to go.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Boston has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Williams. And he makes it on the layup. Williams has got 6.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Going inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
We gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
White for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Butler against Williams. Here's Brown. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
Ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
Here's White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A tremendous on-ball defender, Derek White. He makes life easier for his coach with his physicality and willingness to take charges.
Another area where White helps the club defensively is in transition.
It's because he's good athletically, understands where he needs to be, and when he's aggressive, BA, and 100% focused, this team gets a lot more stops.
And the Heat with some changes. Strus comes in for Adebayo. And it's Hero in for Robinson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Hero outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor.
And Hero's solid without the ball as well. Great movement.
Yeah, I mean, he's still improving in that area, but his backdoor cuts are getting better. He really knows how to get easy scores that way. Just needs to learn to not settle for those off-balance shots.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Martin, he's checked in for Miami. Victor Oladipo comes in for Lowry. It's both from the stripe.
He's an offensive-minded guard with limitless scoring potential. I think Tyler Hero will be a household name soon enough.
Here's Brown. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got 15 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Pass to Strus. 3-pointer. He drops it from range.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Can't hit that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here he goes. Here's Martin. Pass to Oladipo.
2 minutes.
Tucker inside. Working on Williams. And he recovers it. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. He's got 6.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
White with the steal. And he lays it in on the break. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And the other thing, defensively, a great job of closing out on shots, getting a hand up, and even sending some shots back.
often viewed as just a shooter. Tyler Hero can score, though, in a variety of ways, which makes him very difficult to defend.
Some changes for Boston. Tice is checked in for Horford. Jason Tatum comes in for White. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson, he's checked in for Strus. Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And 1:01 left in the third. Oladipo outside. Pass to Hero. Six to shoot. And here's Tucker. He shoots it. Miami, no good that time either.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And there it is for him. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Hero finds Oladipo. Now Robinson. Williams defending. From downtown, Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Oladipo. Shoots over Tatum. Off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now Robinson. Tatum with a steal. Setting the floor for the Heat. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Martin in at the 4. It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Tatum. And here they go. And Smart with the bucket on the assist by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 12.
That's how he spots the wide open man.
Hero outside. For 3, Robinson. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Tatum. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
The more strength Tatum puts on, the more effective he becomes, especially finishing through contact.
Hero outside. With a 9-footer over Tice. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Daniel Tice.
First team foul.
And he makes a first.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
A different look for Miami. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Martin. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Oladipo.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Here's Smart. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Kyle Lowry. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Marcus Smart. At the line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for Smart. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Tice against Lowry. Pass to Butler. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Lowry against Tatum. The floater. Here's Butler. It doesn't go for him. Tice with the defensive effort. Here's White. He can't get that one to fall. And the Heat going the other way now. Outside Butler to the paint. Here's Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
For his career, Bam shooting a high percentage from the field because he typically takes good shots.
Smart with the bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Hero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Second team foul. Shooting for Miami.
First one falls. Horford, he's checked in for Williams. And Miami also making a switch. Tucker's checked in for Robinson. And he makes both free throws. For Boston, they've gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. Smart passes to White. Horford, right side. Tipped away. Hero outside. From 15 feet away. And that one's good. Hero's got 10 points here in the second half.
From that range, Tyler is money. Well inside his comfort zone as a shooter.
To the wing, right side. Horford passes to Tice. Shoots over Hero. And Tice with the bucket. The assist by Horford. And the Celtics lead by 13.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
A nice shot by Butler.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And Boston calls time here. Time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during the break. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Horford. Banked it in off the glass.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Tucker. Hero against White. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Tatum against Butler. And here's Lowry from the arc. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
3 points.
Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Over the years, Kyle Lowry has become a volume three-point shooter. You see why with these results.
That one goes in. Tatum's got 8 here in this quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
They double team Tatum. Horford finds Tice. Offline with a 3. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Hero, the pass to Lowry. Back to Hero. Launches a 3. Here's Adebayo. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
The confidence continuing to grow off the board. Adebayo takes it right back up.
Here's Smart. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Tice up top. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the 3. And the Celtics lead by 13.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Celtics.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And Boston calls time here. They lead by 11. 55 seconds left in the final quarter. Change here for Boston, and Miami with a change here too. Robinson's checked in. Pass to Cornet. That 3's off the mark. And so here is Miami. 11-point game. Butler passes to Robinson. The 3-pointer off the mark. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
B.A., all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
To the inside, stolen by Lowry. In transition, here they come. Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
It all started with Lowry's steal. His ability to lock in and defend makes him special.
Count that one.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
For Allie LaForce. Hill and Steve Smith. This is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.